Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models of Transport. Right, I'm doing a wee experiment tonight. An experiment with a bulb. This is a different bulb. So you see it's connected to this light bulb holder. There you go. This is a bulb from the Hachette model railway. Build your own model railway stock of material that I received from a friend in Trieste months ago, and this bulb has the exact same diameter of mount as the Jouef bulbs. So but I've noticed that it's a bit brighter. So let's put this light here off, and I've connected it to my Pico controller. You can see that on I've not reinstated the proper knob because I have to finish explaining what was wrong with this. It works perfectly well. You can see that it's definitely a bit brighter than the Jouef bulb. Considering the Jouef bulb is quite weak, I'm thinking to open the BB67001 Locomotive and fit this bulb here. So to do that, we'll just do it right here, right now, working on the board. So I'm reconnecting my controller to the rails. If I remember, this should be one goes here, and the other one goes there. Okay. Right, let's see if this is now working. We'll just send the locomotive round the other way, and we'll come and we'll send it round. You can't see what I'm doing, but you'll hear what's happening in a second. Okay, and there, it went the wrong way. You can see that on the same position, this is pretty weak. Okay, we've got our locomotive. We're now going to open it up and change the bulb. So the bulb's over here. Here's the cradle. Here's the locomotive. Let's just do it here. Why not? We've opened it so many times. Pity it's not the type with the screw. It would be much easier than these clips. But, well, we can't. Bought at second hands, and beggars can't be choosers, as they say. I've opened this thing here a few times too many for my liking. No. Which side's which? Okay, that's one. Now we'll go here and catch the other one. I know that one of these pegs is actually broken. It's better to do this kind of job on the desk. The desk is at the proper height, but this is a relatively quick operation, so we should be able to. There, it's out. These kind of, said this before, these clips here for opening devices like phones, tablets, etc. are very, very good. I advise buying. I've got these two here in my screwdriver set, multi-point screwdriver, but these are very, very good for this kind of work we do. So let's just pop our locomotive out. Body over here. Locomotive here. You can see that the wonderful tape. I'd forgotten about this because this bulb holder would have actually been maybe better. Oh, let's see. So let's just pop this out. And let's see if we can get this This bulb is a slightly wider diameter, so we might have to screw it in from, so this is the, excuse me, this is the hachette bulb, shall we say, and here's our Jouef bulb, which is a very good bulb, nothing wrong with it, but it's a weaker bulb. So here they are, side by side. I'm just lifting this up. Threads are absolutely identical, so now we're going to fit this one in here. Okay, this wonderful piece of tape. Actually, I think the diameter here is, this isn't going to pass, no way. So we don't even need this piece of tape anymore, because the bulb is actually going to hold the bulb holder, stop the bulb holder from going back, from, you know, disappearing inside the locomotive. So let's see what we managed to do. Screwing it in. Finger tight. That's good, because that's caught in there like that. Look at that. So this can't escape. This might be a better solution, which means I'm going to have to find more of these bulbs. No, sieve through Vinted and try and get as many as possible. On last stages. Right, let's see how bright this is. Let's pop this on the rails, minus the body. That on. Aye, that's on. Definitely brighter. I'm going to look at it together. Let's check it that it's nice and let's check that it's nice and tight. It's not going to tight is tight. That's okay. I hadn't thought of this solution, and this is thanks to Erik, Railway 187. Thanks to you, because you were mentioning an LED bulb, and a wee light bulb lit up my brain, you know, like a cartoon, and I realised, but maybe I have a brighter bulb than a Jouef bulb. So that's us. I think that's very good. You can it's definitely brighter. Plus, it's got this, it's opaque, so it's got the opal effect, so it actually reflects the light better. So let's pop the body back on right now. Let's not lose the Jouef bulb. I'll put that away with my, this can be used for something else. I could use that Jouef bulb to light up a building, for example, or another locomotive or something of the kind. These are very good, these bulbs. And now we'll just pop the body back on. And then we'll test the locomotive. And it's nice. I don't even need that nasty bit of insulating tape. It gets all snottery anyway. Okie doke. So where are the original lights? Over here. let's get this here fitted down. Trying to do things without knocking things over, you know, trying to be as tidy as possible. Okay, pop our locomotive into the bodywork, like so. Let's just get a wee lever here, and this is the side with only one. Okay, this is the side with two. That's us. We're in. We're in. Out the road. Which is the end with our. This is the end with the bulb. I am really very curious to see their results. Okay. Let's not lose this stuff. That has to be put away. Light off. Definitely brighter. Oh, sorry, I wasn't pointing. You weren't seeing the locomotive. I apologise. And then put the light off in a second. I'm using something to reach the bulb. Oh, that's much better. And it lights up all three lights. Okay, it also lights up the cab. There's my lamp. That's definitely better. Well, that was a nice repair. That was a good idea. Thanks to Erik, who gave me this idea. Okay, it's not an LED. It's a normal light bulb, but of course, not being an LED, I don't need to complicate my life with, because an LED is to maintain the right polarity all the time. You can't invert polarity. Instead, in this case here, we can easily invert polarity. There we go, on you go. It's just a normal bulb, but it's definitely much brighter. The idea now would be to see if covering it or making a kind of lampshade kind of thing. The main thing is that if I cover it, I think I would lose the top lamp. Now all three shine nicely, so I think we might just we might just pretend that they're, for some reason, they've got the light on in the cab, and that's it. So it's a bit vintage. It gives it a vintage look, you know, like an old Mercury locomotive or something of the kind. So I'm very pleased about that. Thanks again for the tip, and that's allowed me to remember that I had a different bulb. So I'll put the Jouef bulb away with the other spare parts, where I keep the bulbs. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and of course I like to read your comments. And that's very useful also for the channel, blah 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 blah, the algorithm, blah 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 blah. Okay, very well. I've done that. I'm going to go and do something else before bedtime, because I end up doing everything at night lately because I'm busy during the day. So it's that's that. Cheerio, and see you next time.